Did you have any siblings growing up?
I have two younger siblings, a sister who is about 5.5 years younger than me, and a brother 14 years younger than me.
We hold up the picture.
This is my sister when she was around 3, and I was probably almost 9.
What was your favorite childhood memory?
Probably going to my grandmother's house. She lived in Midway, Indiana. It was in the country. They farmed, and they had no indoor plumbing, no central heat. We cooked on a coal stove. She made bread and kept it behind the stove, so I always knew where homemade bread was. We would heat water on this coal stove to take baths. We only took a bath once a week, and we would start with the person who was the cleanest, which was normally me since I was a kid, and go up, and then my grandfather would be the last one to take a bath in the same water because it was just so difficult to heat water. We had an outside John, as we called it, used Sears catalogs instead of toilet paper. There were, my aunt was only 4 years older than me, and so we played together a lot. There was a hill behind their house that we would slide down on our sleds in the wintertime. My grandmother was a religious woman. She taught me right from wrong. She taught me morals. She always spent time with me, even though we didn't have electricity. We had coral lamps. She had these certain games and toys behind in a cabinet behind the living room stove. I always knew they were there. At nighttime, the house was so cold, she would heat bricks on the stove and put them in the feather beds to warm it up before I would get into the bed. When we got up in the morning, it was freezing cold to run from the bedrooms to the living room to get around the stove. She made her own lye soap. She did her washing and laundry outside and stirred it in a big open kettle over an open fire. She had a big garden. We just spent so much quality time together, even though she was always working. And it was so important to me because she always made me, not made me, but took me to Sunday school. I learned so much about what was important in life from her.